never made it, but I know what it takes. I'm motivated by a mix of emotion. Got my statement, and I'm reading it slow so I can understand it fully. Appreciate my standing, go out of this world and right on time. Oh, never in my life have I seen the sky light up like this. I'm far away from Earth and I wanna know if you exist. Mission control, do you read me? Send me my coordinates lately. Mission control, am I drifting? Tie me to someone who will love me, yeah. Wait, I think I'll last a bit longer. Find another reason to breathe this air.
Welcome everyone. Welcome everyone. Welcome everyone to another Ref Brandon and the Todd Family YouTube video. Wherever you are, whatever you may be doing, thank you so much for making Ref Brandon and the Todd Family a part of your day. We always greatly appreciate it. It's a Tuesday. Hopefully everybody enjoyed their Monday. Today we're going to be talking about some NFL because, of course, we wrapped up week number 1 in the National Football League last night with the Monday night football game. Any thoughts on week 1 in the NFL? As always, please feel free to let me know in the comment section. Give the video a thumbs up, share the video, like the video. All those things help out the channel tremendously. It takes about 3 seconds to hit like and hit share and give the video a thumbs up. So it's free, it's easy, and it's very simple. But on Sunday, the Minnesota Vikings defeated the Green Bay Packers by the score of 23-7. And the Green Bay Packers looked absolutely pitiful. There's just no other way to say it except for they looked pitiful. But an interesting note from that game was that the Packers let Davante Adams go. Now, of course, we all know that Davante Adams was their best wide receiver. But he goes to his new team, and he had more receiving yards by himself in Sunday's game than the entire receiving corps of the Green Bay Packers. But, of course, Davante Adams, his team still lost, but he had a better day by himself catching the ball than the entire Green Bay Packers wide receivers did. The New York Giants beat the Tennessee Titans by the score of 21-20. I still say the Titans have gone as far as they can go with Ryan Tannehill as their quarterback, but Saquon Barkley had 18 carries for 164 yards, which is absolutely amazing. If Saquon can be that good every week, the Giants have a chance to be a decent team. Not a playoff team, but at least a decent team. But an interesting note from this game is the Giants are 1-0. But it's the first time since 2016 that they have been above 500 at any point during the season. They've had 5 consecutive losing seasons. And it's not just losing seasons. They can't even get off to a 1-0 start or a 2-1 start. First time since 2016 the Giants have been above 500. Let's see how long that lasts. The Chargers defeated the Raiders by the score of 24-19. Justin Herbert goes 26 of 34 for 279 yards. I still say he is a better quarterback than Josh Allen. I think both of those guys are the 2 quarterbacks of the future, but I think Herbert is a little better than Josh Allen. That's just my personal opinion. The Chiefs all over the Cardinals by the score of 44-21. The only reason that game is interesting is because the Chiefs actually looked decent on defense, which we all know that the Chiefs never look good on defense, but they looked pretty good Sunday afternoon. The Eagles get by the Detroit Lions by the score of 38-35. The Bears beat the 49ers by the score of 19-10. Justin Fields did not look good. He completed less than half his passes. He was 8 of 17 for 121 yards, but he had 2 touchdowns, and the 49ers might want to go back to Jimmy Garoppolo because Trey Lance just did not look good at all. We'll see how long he is their quarterback. He's another one of those quarterbacks that people either say he's going to be really, really good or they say he's going to be a bust. There's no in between, so we'll find out if he's going to be really good or is he going to be a bust. The Steelers beat the Bengals by the score of 23-20, and Mitch Trubisky actually had a pretty good game, well, especially for Mitch Trubisky. The Dolphins beat the Patriots by the score of 20-7. And Tua Tagovailoa goes 23 of 33 for 270 yards. Hopefully, for the Dolphins' sake, he'll keep that up for the rest of the season. The Browns beat the Panthers by the score of 26-24. So Baker Mayfield leaves Cleveland, goes to the Panthers, plays his old team, the Browns, and the Browns beat them with a backup quarterback. The Colts and the Texans tie at 20. The Saints beat the Falcons by the score of 27-26. And everybody says the Falcons, well, they pulled a Falcons Sunday because they were ahead 23-10 going to the fourth quarter. They were ahead late in the game, 26-24. But the Falcons always play good under their new head coach, but they find ways to lose. They're the NFL version of the Nebraska Cornhuskers. The Ravens all over the Jets by the score of 24-9. But I will say this about the Falcons. They did lose, but Marcus Mariota did look really, really good. Now, he didn't look so good in the second half, but I don't know if he just had a bad half or if the Falcons got conservative at trying to win the game. But Marcus Mariota did look better than I expected. We'll see how long he's their quarterback because most people think the Falcons are going to win 4 games this year, maybe 5. And if you've only got Mariota for a 1-year deal and it's late in the season and you're 3-7, 3-8, and you're already out of the playoffs, you might as well go ahead and bench Mariota and go with Desmond Ridder to see if Ridder can be your quarterback of the future. And last night in Monday Night Football, the Seattle Seahawks beat the Denver Broncos 17-16. Russell Wilson did play good, but Geno Smith played good as well. There's a lot of controversy about the finish of the game because the Broncos had the ball, and it was 4th and 5 at the Seattle 46-yard line, and they had about 45 seconds left to go with all 3 timeouts. And instead of going for it, they let the clock go all the way down to 20 seconds, and they called timeout and attempted a 64-yard field goal. Now, Brandon McManus is a great field goal kicker, but you should never want and encourage your kicker to kick a 64-yard field goal. That's just too long. I mean, if it's 4th and 20, I say, yeah, go for it because the chances of getting a 4th and 20 are not very good. 4th and 5 is still not what you would like. It's not like it's 4th and 1 or 4th and 2. But in my opinion, you've got just as good a shot as going for it on 4th and 5 and making it as you do kicking a 64-yard field goal. And with all the time the Broncos had left, if they would have went for it and got the first down, they could have ran 3 or 4 more plays and may have got inside the 30-yard line, and then it would have been an average field goal. But the Seahawks do beat the Broncos by the score of 17-16. Geno Smith, as I said, did look really good. Not great, but good. Of course, he's played before, and he's never played that good, but he looked decent last night. And then the Commanders beat the Jaguars by the score of 28-22, so Carson Wentz wins his debut with the Washington Commanders. And the Bucs on Sunday Night Football defeated the Cowboys by the score of 19-3. The Cowboys just looked absolutely pitiful. And what's funny is, going into the game, the Cowboys only had one quarterback, and that was Dak Prescott. Well, a buddy of mine at work is a huge Cowboys fan, and I believe it was probably last Monday or Tuesday, we were talking about NFL, and I said, Dak Prescott has a problem staying healthy. What are the Cowboys going to do if he gets hurt? They have no backup quarterback. And sure enough, Dak Prescott got hurt. Now he's going to be out for, they're saying, 6 to 8 weeks. So the quarterback that they sent down to the practice squad, Cooper Rush, is now going to be their quarterback unless they sign somebody else. But I think they'll stick with Cooper Rush. Again, any thoughts on Week 1 NFL, please feel free to let me know. Let's go ahead and get our dad joke of the day in here. What word starts with an E and ends with the E, but only has one letter in it? Envelope. And that wraps it up for today's Ref Brandon and the Todd Family YouTube video. Until next time, it's Ref Brandon saying, just like in pro wrestling, life can be over by the count of 3. Tell your friends and family how much you love them. Bye.